Hello ladies and gentlemen, Scared204 here bringing you another Minecraft Cold War vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial we're going ahead and building the EE-11 Urutu. The EE-11 Urutu is a Brazilian amphibious armored personnel carrier. It was based on the drivetrain and chassis components of the EE-9 Cascavel armored car and initially emerged as part of a project to develop an amphibious troop carrying counterpart to the vehicle of the Brazilian Army and Marine Corps. The first pre-production models entered service with the CFN in 1973, and the serial production commenced the following year. While the CFN declined to adopt the E-11 Urutu in large numbers, the Brazilian Army was more than forthcoming and purchased 223. These entered service in 1975. The Urutu was the first fully amphibious armored vehicle developed in Brazil. It can propel itself through water at speeds of 8 km per hour with twin propellers. Urutus proved to be extremely popular in the Middle East, particularly with Libya and Iraq, both of which purchased large numbers to complement their fleets of Cascavel armored cars. Iraq deployed this Urutus during the Iran-Iraq War, which became in effect a proving ground for the vehicle type. A number of specialized variants were later developed for internal security purposes, vehicle recovery, air defense, cargo transport, and medical evacuation. One hybrid variant was modified to accept this same 90mm turret-mounted cannon as its Cascavel counterpart. This was marked unsuccessfully to the United States Army as the Uruvel. Urutus were once operated by over 30 national armies and security forces worldwide. So, yeah, the Urutu here, very interesting vehicle, kind of a beefy armored personnel carrier. And the version we have right here in front of us is basically the version here with the gun equipped on it. So kind of a more popular version of it. I think it looks pretty cool, to say the very least. So kind of a upgunned, upgraded version of the vehicle compared to its counterpart, which is kind of more of a transporter version. So kind of more of a fire support vehicle or infantry support type vehicle that this role of this vehicle fills right here. But yeah, pretty cool vehicle. Should be a fun one. This is our first ever Brazilian vehicle, if I remember correctly, actually tutorial on the channel, so that's also really fun to actually see a new country visit our lineup of vehicles. But yeah, let's go ahead and kind of take a look here at the Urutu and see exactly what we got going on. So obviously starting off here in the front, we have basically the front here of the vehicle. It is a 6-wheeled vehicle, 3 axles. Have the front up here, the main gun with the turret and all that stuff, and we do have like the little glass here from front of the driver position. And overall, pretty nice looking build. We have it in this camouflage, which is kind of the Brazilian camouflage that they do incorporate on their vehicles. So kind of a green and orange combination, all that stuff. Kind of an interesting color combination, but I think it does look pretty cool, and definitely will be a nice and unique vehicle, and a vehicle that's actually seen some service around quite a few parts of the world. So should be a pretty universal and vehicle we can easily find a place for in your worlds. Anyways, let's go ahead and move into the tutorial by beginning with our first layer. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving into our first layer here, we're going ahead and start with layer 1. For layer 1 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to start by going ahead and creating our wheelbase. We're going to place down 2 polished black stone stairs, upside down, back to back to each other. A stone brick top slab coming off this stair here, iron trapdoor, and then another stone brick top slab, and then another polished black stone upside down stair to the side here of the slab, and then one stair coming off the back of it like so. After that, we want to go ahead and grab ourselves some blocks that we can use to kind of count back. So we'll just take some yellow concrete here, and we're going to go ahead and count back 1, 2, 3 spaces, and we're going to go ahead and place down another set of 2 polished black stone stairs back to back. Same thing over here as well, like so. We're going to go ahead and place down a stone brick top slab here, iron trapdoor, and then another stone brick top slab like that. We then want to skip another space back, place down another set of 2 polished black stone stairs back to back to each other. And we're going to go ahead and place a stone brick top slab, iron trapdoor, and stone brick top slab like that again for our axles there. And once we have that all done, that right there is going to complete what we have here for our first layer. Taking a look at from above here, this is what we should have for our wheelbase, and that's pretty much all we have for that. Anyways, that right there is going to do it for layer number 1. And with that, let's go ahead and move into layer number 2. Alright guys, so moving into our next layer, we have layer 2. Layer 2 here, we are going to get a little bit more involved and have a little bit more going on. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go and start off by going ahead and going to each one of our sets of 2 polished black stone upside down stairs, and we're just going to go ahead and place down 2 stairs back to back on top of the upside down stairs just to go ahead and complete our wheel designs. So this is just going to go ahead and go and apply to each one of our wheels. After that, we're going to then go to the iron trapdoors, and on each iron trapdoor we're going to place down an anvil, followed by a stone brick wall to both sides of the anvil. So just like that. After we have that done, we want to go and then focus our attention here to the front. Now we're going to be going ahead and building the vehicle all in a green color scheme. Then we're going to be going back at the end. I'll show you guys how to incorporate the acacia wood, which is really straightforward. But we're going to go ahead and just build this in green just so that you guys know exactly what we're doing to get started with. Anyways, we're going to place down a dark oak wood upside down stair here coming off this anvil. And then we're going to place down a upside down corner stair coming off both sides of it. We then want to go ahead and grab ourselves item frames. And we're also going to go ahead and grab ourselves some tripwire hooks. We're going to place down item frames coming off these stairs here, the corner stairs, and we're going to go ahead and then place down tripwire hooks in those item frames like that, rotated so they're facing downwards. From this position here, we want to go and then take some green terracotta. We're going to place down a row of 3 across the center here, a second row of 3, and then a third row. To the sides, we're going to place down 2 dark oak wood upside down stairs here on the sides, and in the middle block space here, we're going to place down a spruce wood upside down stair, like that to both sides. We then want to go ahead and go back to this section here. In between these wheels, we're going to place down a row of 3 of green terracotta, and then another row of 3 across like so. When we get to this section, we're going to place down a mossy cobblestone wall, coming off this green terracotta block here, an item frame, and then in that item frame, we're going to place down a green terracotta block. We're going to go ahead and go over to this side, and we're going to do the same exact thing. Now at this point, if you are on Java Edition, we can go ahead and also do an additional detail by placing down a dark oak wood sign on the side of that wall. This is a feature you can only do on Java. If you are on Bedrock, you're not able to do this feature, unfortunately. But if that's the case and you're on Bedrock, you can go and just do the item frame. But Java, you can add the sign over the item frame on the side of the wall there, just kind of give it a little bit of extra detail. That I think kind of looks good and complements the vehicle pretty nicely. After that, we want to go and then place down a green terracotta block coming off this anvil here on the back, a dark oak wood upside down stair to both sides. And after we have that complete there, we're going to go and then very simply take some dark oak wood fence gates, and we're just going to place down a fence gate coming off these 2 stairs here in the corners, like so. And after we have that all complete there, that is going to wrap up what we have there for the main structure for this build. I'm going to go ahead and grab some banners and some materials we'll need to go ahead and make some banners, which we'll be putting on the wheels for the vehicle. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and grab the materials I'll need, and I'll see you guys here in a sec to go ahead and make those banner wheels. Alright guys, so go ahead and move it into the banner wheels. Banner wheels here are overall pretty simple to make. To go ahead and get started with this, we're going to go into our loom. We're going to place our black banner into the loom and our green dye. Now, we're going to need 2 black banners, 2 green dye, and 4 black dye. For our first banners here, we're going to go and do a line vertically on the left side for green dye on the black banner, and then a line vertically on the right side with this other banner. So you get something that looks just like that. After that, you're going to go ahead and put each banner back into our loom, and we're just going to go ahead and select the horizontal line across the bottom of black dye, and the horizontal line across the top. You're going to do the same thing here for this other banner, just like that. After that's complete, you can go ahead and then take these banners, and you're just going to go ahead and put them on the sides here of these 2 polished black stone stairs, like that, so that the green portion there is facing toward each other. And it's just going to be basically on both sides here of the vehicle. And after we have that all done right there, that is going to basically complete what we have there for layer 2. And with that, we're going to move into layer number 3. Alright guys, and going ahead and move it into our next layer, we have layer number 3. For layer 3, to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to take our green terracotta, we're going to place down a row 3 on top of those 3 stairs in the previous layer. We then want to go ahead and take our dark oak wood stairs, and we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 upside down stairs, followed by a additional one out to both sides like so. Coming off the basically 2 stairs here, like so, we're going to go and place down item frames and then snowballs in the item frames like that for the front headlights. After we have that complete, we want to go and then grab our dark oak wood stairs, and we're going to go and place down a dark oak wood upside down stair here to both sides. In the center here, we're going to place down a green terracotta block on top of the anvil, and then another stone brick wall to both sides like so. We then want to place down a dark oak wood upside down stair come off the side of that stone brick wall to both sides like this. And we then want to go ahead and grab our dark oak wood signs, and we're just going to place down 2 dark oak wood signs on the sides here of those stairs. Same thing over here, just like that. After that, we're going to take our green terracotta, we're going to place down a row of 5 across, and we then want to go and place down a dark oak wood button on both ends of that row of 5. This point here, we want to go and then place down a spruce wood block to the center here, and then a row of 3 green terracotta again for the center. And on the side of this spruce wood block, we're going to place down a tripwire hook. We're going to then place down another row of 5 of green terracotta all the way across. This row right here, we're going to place down a green terracotta block in the center, a stone brick wall to both sides, and a dark oak wood upside down stair to both sides as well. We're going to go and then place down a row of 3 of green terracotta across the center here, and upside down dark oak wood stair again to both sides. And we just want to go and again take dark oak wood signs and place them down on the sides there of those stairs like that. Same thing over here. After that, we want to go and then place down a row of 3 of green terracotta across, and I did make a mistake here. We actually want to go ahead and replace this stair here with a top slab. So that's going to be a top slab and then a dark oak wood sign, and then an additional top slab back, followed by again a dark oak wood sign, and same thing over here on this side. So my apologies for that little mistake. So like so. And we want to go and then place down a green terracotta block here in the center, a stone brick wall to both sides, and a dark oak wood top slab to both sides as well. After that, followed by a dark oak wood sign on the side of those top slabs. On the back here, we're going to go and then place down a row of 3 green terracotta across the center here, a dark oak wood up down stair, like this to both sides, a dark oak wood sign coming off the side of the stair, again on both sides like that. And we then want to go and take our dark oak wood stairs and place down an upside down stair there to both sides, followed by a row of 3 of spruce wood stairs there, upside down across the center. And after that is all complete there, that is going to pretty much wrap it up for what we have here for this layer. Layer number 3. Just trying to make sure we're not missing anything and everything does appear to be good to go. So that right there is going to conclude this layer. Let's go ahead and move on to our next layer, layer number 4. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we have layer number 4. For layer 4, to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to start by taking our dark oak wood trapdoors. We're going to place down a row of 5 across the front here. And we're going to go ahead and place down 5 trapdoors coming off those 5 here. And we want to go ahead and then just open them up like this, so they kind of create a flat panel there across the front. After that's done, we're going to place down a row of 3 of dark oak wood slabs there across the center. And we're going to then follow this up by placing down a dark oak wood fence post on both sides, like so. And then coming off that fence post, we're going to go and grab a dark oak wood fence gate. We're going to place down a fence gate like this up to the sides, and we're going to go and open it up toward the fence post like that. And then on top of the dark oak wood fence gate, we're going to go ahead and just place down a wither skeleton skull at a slight angle like that on both sides like that. After we get to this point here, we want to go ahead and then grab ourselves some polished blackstone stairs. And we're actually going to replace these 2 dark oak wood slabs right there with polished blackstone stairs. And then we want to go ahead and go back from those 2 stairs with another set of 2 polished blackstone stairs. We're going to go then place down a dark oak slab here to what will be the right side or the left side of the vehicle. And then we're going to place down a dark oak stair to this side, which is actually going to be a corner stair. And then we're going to go and do a corner stair that is going to be over here on this side. And we're going to go and replace this slab here with a corner stair as well. So you get something that looks like this here for the front. Now after we have that all done, over here on the right side to begin with, or sorry, the left side, we're going to go and place down a dark oak stair that goes back from that one, so that turns that one into a corner stair. And we want to go and then place down a spruce wood upside down stair, like so. And on the side of that spruce wood upside down stair, we want to go and place down an item frame, just like that. After that's done, we're going to then place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 dark oak stairs. Actually, we're going to do 6 dark oak stairs back and then a dark oak corner stair there on the very back. Over here on the other side, however, we're going to go ahead and start off by going ahead and grabbing an anvil. We're going to place down an anvil, like so. We're going to go then grab our polished blackstone blocks, which we'll grab from here. And what we're going to do here is we want to go ahead and place down a top slab, like so, and then a full block right next to it. And then coming off the full block, we're going to place down a wither skeleton skull, and then a dark oak sign here next to the slab, just like that. After that, we want to go then take our dark oak stairs. We're just going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 dark oak stairs, and then a dark oak corner stair there on the very end. We can then take green or terracotta and just go ahead and fill in the remaining space here on the inside, completely filling in the inside here of the vehicle. Until we get to this point here, and in between these corner stairs, we're just going to place down a row of row 3 of spruce wood stairs. We then want to go ahead and grab ourselves item frames. We're going to place down an item frame that is going to be coming off these 2 corner stairs in the corner. In those item frames, we're going to grab red concrete blocks. So just like this, and we're going to place the red concrete blocks in those item frames like so, followed by a dark oak sign on the side here of those stairs as well. Then in the center here, we're going to place down an item frame, followed by a black concrete block, and then a spruce wood sign coming off that item frame like that. Again, if you are on Java Edition. And once we get to this point here, you have the option also to kind of go to the sides here, and if you want to, you can kind of throw extra tools onto the side of the vehicle So for example, we could grab some tools. So we'll grab like some iron shovels and pickaxes, and we can put them on the sides here just to kind of spruce up the sides of the vehicle, get a little more detail. And if you wanted to as well, again, you can kind of throw in some gear on the side. So put some like birch wood on the side here, just to kind of give it like a little bit of an impression that there's like some gear or something on the side here of the vehicles. So just kind of gives a little bit more to it. Again, not something you need to do, but I like it just to kind of help break up the sides of it being a little bit too bare. Anyways, that right there is going to complete what we have there for layer number 4 for the build. And with that, let's go ahead and move into layer number 5. Alright guys, so moving into our next layer, we have layer 5. One quick addition we're going to make from the previous layer is we want to go ahead and take our black concrete, and we're just going to go ahead and place down a row of 3 across this section here. So it's just going to go all the way across, just like that. Anyways, once we get to this point here, we're going to go ahead and place down a spruce wood slab on top of this block here, and then we want to go ahead and place down 2 light gray stained glass panes across the front there for this little glass shield in front of the driver. After that, we want to go ahead and then work our way back here to basically start the turret. So for the turret here, we're going to be going ahead and going to this section here. We're going to place down a green terracotta block, and we're going to go and follow this up and place down a dark oak wood upside down stair to both sides of that green terracotta block, and we're going to go ahead and also place an upside down stair coming off the block like that, facing forward. We then want to place down 2 dark oak wood top slabs going forward, and we then want to go ahead and grab our polished blackstone, and we want to place down 2 polished blackstone top slabs forward, followed by a dark oak wood top slab on the end here. We're going to go ahead and place down a dark oak wood trapdoor on top, dark oak wood sign here to both sides, and then our item frame coming off the front like so. In that item frame, we want to go ahead and grab a black concrete block, and we're going to place down a black concrete block in the item frame, and then a dark oak wood sign over the item frame like that on the side there. Again, if you're on if you're on Java. Anyways, after that, we're going to go ahead and place down a row of 3 of green terracotta across, and then we're going to go ahead and place down a mossy cobblestone wall to both sides. We then want to go ahead and take our green terracotta, place down another row of 3 across, and another mossy cobblestone wall on both ends. At this point here, we're going to place down a green terracotta block in the center, a dark oak wood upside down stair to both sides, and after we have that done there, we're going to place down a row of 3 of dark oak wood top slabs across like so. We're going to go then place down a spruce wood slab on top of these 2 green terracotta blocks here, and then in the corners here, we're going to place down a wither skeleton skull like that to both sides. Once we have that done, we want to go ahead and grab a polished blackstone top slab. We're going to have a top slab come off the side of this dark oak wood top slab, and a wither skeleton skull come off like that, facing toward the front for our smoke grenade dispensers, and that'll be located there on both sides. After that is all complete, we also want to go ahead and grab ourselves some green carpet, and just to help kind of keep that consistent green color, we're just going to place down a green carpet here on top of that spruce wood plank. Anyways, that right there is going to complete what we have there for layer number, or this layer here, layer number 5 for the build. One thing also is we want to go ahead and grab a chain, and we're going to place on a chain coming off this dark oak wood stair like that for the coaxial machine gun. Anyways, after that's all complete, we can go ahead and now wrap up this layer and go ahead and move into our last final layers. Alright guys, going ahead and move into our last final layers, we have layers 6 through 10. So for these layers, to go ahead and get started with, we're going to place down a green terracotta block on top of the stair here, an item frame coming off that block toward the front, and then a glass pane like that coming off the green terracotta block. We're going to go then place down a dark oak wood slab back from the green terracotta block, followed by a dark oak wood fence post over here to the left side, and a dark oak wood sign coming off the fence post like so. And then over here to the right side, we just want to go ahead and grab ourselves a zombie head, and at a 45-degree angle here, we're just going to place down a zombie head like that in the corner. We then want to go ahead and grab our slabs. We're going to place down a slab, or sorry, actually it's going to be a stair. We're going to place down a stair going back from this fence post here, and we want to go ahead and place down a slab next to it, and then another dark oak wood stair over here to this side. Now, coming off this dark oak wood stair, we're going to go ahead and grab our item frames. We're going to place down an item frame like so, and we want to go ahead and place down a black stained glass block in the item frame, or black stained glass pane, sorry. Again, this is a feature you'll only be able to do on Java because the zombie head is in that block space there, so if that's the case, you're just going to have to put the stair there, and you will not be able to place that item frame there for that little extra detail, which is kind of unfortunate. Anyways, after we get to this point here, we then want to go ahead and grab ourselves a stripped spruce wood block. We're going to place down 1 stripped spruce wood block here, followed by a dark oak wood stair here. The stair is basically going all the way around the block like that. We then want to go ahead and place down a spruce wood slab right here. And we're going to then place down a dark oak slab here, and then a dark oak stair, like this on top of that top slab. On the back here, on top of the polished blackstone slabs, we're going to go ahead and place down wither skeleton skulls. The space in between, we're going to place down a dark oak fence post here to the left side, then 1 and 2 slabs over to the right side. And then on the back here, we're just going to take our iron bars, and we're going to place down a row of 3. And actually, we're going to change this slightly. We're going to place down a fence gate here, open it up toward this fence gate here, open it up toward the back, and another fence gate here, open it toward the front. And we'll go ahead and place down a sign here on the side of this fence gate here, and then the side of the ones like this on the sides there. And that right there will kind of be our little rack there on the back of the vehicle. Going to continue on, we're going to then place down a iron bar that's going to be going up from this dark oak wood fence post, and this is going to go up a total of 4 up. And then up from this dark oak wood stair, this is going to go ahead and go 4 up as well. Once we have that done there, for the top here, we're going to go ahead and put our machine gun. So machine gun here, we are going to go ahead and lower this by a little, because I think the other one is a little too tall, so we're going to go ahead and just kind of give it a little bit of a lower. And to do this very simply, we're going to go ahead and place down a polished blackstone upside down stair that's going to go on top of this fence post, followed by an anvil here, and then a dark oak wood fence gate coming off the anvil like that opened up toward it. We then want to go ahead and grab ourselves chains. We're going to place down 2 chains coming off the front here of the stair, followed by a dark oak wood top slab coming off the side of the stair here. And we're going to go and then place dark oak wood signs wrapped around the 3 sides here of this top slab. After that, on top of the stair here, we're going to place down a redstone repeater, flip the notches apart like so, and then a green carpet like that on top of that top slab there. And then the other side here, to go and finish it off, we're going to go and place down an item frame, which will be on the side of this block here. We're going to go and then grab a black bed, place it in the item frame like that, and then we're going to take a dark oak wood sign, and we're going to place down a dark oak wood sign on the side of the top slab like that, again if you're on Java. And once we have that done, we basically have our design here for the vehicle complete. And you can see we just have a nice solid green camouflage. I'm going to go ahead and grab the materials we'll need. I'll show you guys how to go ahead and modify this into the Brazilian camouflage that the vehicle typically comes in. Alright guys, so when it comes to doing the camo is really straightforward on this vehicle. All we're going to do is kind of add little splotches here of basically acacia wood. And we're just going to go ahead and kind of go to the sections here randomly, and we don't want to go overboard with it. We're just going to kind of put it in here and there just to kind of give a little bit more color to the vehicle. And judging by pictures and stuff like that, it seems to be kind of close to a 50-50 mix. However, I kind of like to have more green and kind of have the acacia wood kind of more of an accent type color. So you're going to see here that I'm going to use acacia wood not super aggressively, but just kind of as a extra little splash of color in the vehicle. And we're just going to kind of add it here and there around the build, try to kind of break up some spots here and there, and just kind of try to overall add more color to the build. So kind of have it come up like that, and you can kind of see the color we're going for. You can still see we have a little bit more green, but we just have little highlights there of the acacia wood, which just add a nice bit of color, to say the very least. So have a little bit going there. You can even have it affect the racks here in the back, so if you want to, we can grab our acacia wood fence gates here. We can put these in as well. So have it kind of affect those. And make sure, again, anything you do delete, if there's a button, if there's a tripwire hook, if there's anything on it, just make sure you do replace it, because you are going to lose out on that detail if you do happen to forget to replace blocks that you do delete. These walls here can also be substituted for red sandstone, so that's also another good way to get that color in, substituting those blocks out. We'll do something here in the corner. And you can see we're doing both sides differently. We don't want both sides to line up. We don't want both sides to match, as that's kind of the whole, that kind of defeats the whole purpose here of the camouflage and what we're trying to do here. So we're going to try to make sure that both sides are kind of separate from each other in terms of their coloring. And we'll go ahead and kind of, we can even modify this section here. Put this like this and replace the block. So you get that section there. We'll have a little bit in right here. And even, actually we'll keep that that sign right there, dark oak wood. But you can see we're just kind of doing it kind of randomly. We're not doing any kind of particular pattern and all that stuff, and that's kind of the whole goal here with the camouflage, just to kind of add a little bit of acacia here and there on it to just kind of break up the green. And something like this really is what we're going for. So as you can see with the build kind of finished, this is kind of what it looks like. We have the acacia wood kind of randomly thrown in there. We have some parts where there's more green than there is acacia, and some parts where there's more acacia than there is green. So that's kind of the basic general idea for the camouflage. Nothing too crazy to do, and overall I think is pretty straightforward. Also on the back here, also we can kind of put some acacia wood down in here as well, kind of break up that green a little bit. But yeah, for the most part, that's pretty much it. One thing I do want to mention is you don't want to replace any of the spruce wood. You want to keep the spruce wood where it is, because that kind of highlights where doors and hatches would be on the vehicle. Just kind of a design preference for me at least. But yeah, just kind of, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what you guys do for it. Pretty straightforward stuff. And once you have that camouflage put on, that's going to do it for the EE-11 Urutu, something like that. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you do end up using this build, I do ask you guys give me proper credit for it. This will be a link from a side of the build to my channel or this video if this does appear in social media sites. As long as you guys give me proper credit for it, you're free to use for a project you guys are working on. Overall, enjoy the build, have fun, and all that fun stuff. With that, thank you guys again so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Garrett 2x4, and I'll see you guys next time.